Hello, I'm Helen Bradley. Welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're looking at problem solving paths that just don't seem to work in Photoshop. I'm here in Photoshop and I've already drawn out a path and I'm going to fill the path with a color. So I'm going to go ahead and select a color and I'm going to go here to the paths palette and just click on the fill path with foreground color icon here. But when I do this, something unexpected happens. Instead of the shape being filled with the color, all the rest of the document is filled with color. So I'm just going to undo this and we're going to see what's causing the problem, how we might know that it was going to happen before we actually fill the path, and how we'll solve it. Well, the problem is actually pretty visible over here in the paths palette, because what we're seeing is that the white area is around the shape and not inside the shape. So that's telling me that the selected area is actually outside the shape, not inside it. So we do have a problem, and the problem is visible if we know where to look. Now, to solve the problem, I'm going to the path selection tool. So I'm going to select the path selection tool and select over my path so the path is targeted. And I'm going up here to this set of icons. They're the path operations. And you can see here that at the moment it's set to subtract front shape, and that's what's causing us the problem. If we select some of these other options, we're going to invert the selection that we have and make better sense of what we want. So by simply selecting combine shapes, I've managed to solve the problem. But sometimes you might need to test other options because the combine shapes one may not work for the path or combination of paths that you have. For me, it does work. So now that I've got combined shapes selected here, and now that my path looks fine in the paths palette, if I click here on the fill path with foreground color option, then the path is filling as I would expect it to. So if you've ever got questions about why a path is not filling correctly, the first place to look is in the paths palette. And if you need to make changes to your path, then you're going to select it with the path selection tool and then drop this panel of options down and try one or other of the options until your path looks the way you expect it to. My name's Helen Bradley. Thank you so much for joining me for this video tutorial. If you like the tutorial, please consider subscribing to my channel and you'll be alerted when new videos are released. And visit my website at projectwoman.com, where you'll find more tips, tricks and tutorials on a range of applications including Photoshop, Lightroom, Illustrator and more.